Hello everyone. Today in this video we will see how to install Active Directory domain services, roles and its features so that we can configure the LDAP integration between Nagios XI and the AD. So let's get started. We are in the server manager dashboard. So if we go to local server, we will able to see the computer name and all the necessary details. And if I want to install the roles and features, I would go to tools where I can see the computer services, computer management, disk name and everything tools. And if I go to manage, I will able to see the add roles and features, remove roles and features, add servers, create server group and server manager properties. I will click on add roles and features. This wizard will open. I will click on next. I will select role based or feature based installation. Next, it will automatically take the server, that is the host name and its private IPv4 address and its operating system. I will click on next and I will check Active Directory domains and services, and I need to install these features which are related to Active Directory domain services, and it will be also checked that include management tools if applicable. I will select add features. Next, I will click next. I will click on next. I will click on next and I will click on install. So the installation process is going on. The feature installation, that is Active Directory domain services, group policy management, remote server administration tools, role administration tools, ADDS and ADLDS tools, Active Directory module for Windows PowerShell, ADDS tools, Active Directory Administrative Center, ADDS, snap-ins and command line tools. I am pausing the video here until the feature installation gets completed. Okay, so the feature installation is completed. I will click on close. I will go here for this flag option, post deployment configuration, and I will select promote this server to a domain controller. And I will add this server to a new forest, and the root domain name would be learn to code 94.com. I will click on next. I need the directory services restore mode password. I will add the password. Next, I will click on next. I will click on next. The net bias name will populate here in this text box. This is just a demonstration purpose. How can we integrate an AD with Nagios XI? So I will click on next. These are the location of ADDS database, log files, and system volume of the sysvol folder. I will click on next. So these are the review options, so you can check it. I will click on next. These are the prerequisites check, after which we need to click on install, and I will click on install. And I will pause the video once again here. Once the server reboots, I will be back with the configuration. Welcome back. So I'm back after restarting the server. So our next job is to create some AD users. For that, I will click on the start button. I will go to Windows Administrative Tools and I will able to see Active Directory users and computers. After that, I will click on this domain name. I will click on users. So these are the users and I will create two users. So I'll just click on right click and I will click on new then user. Here I will just specify the name that is John Doe and the user logon name maybe Jado and I will click on next. I will give a password. I will just select user cannot change password and password never expires and next and finish. I will let me create another user, maybe Steve Smith, and the user logon name maybe S Smith. Next and password. And user cannot change password. Password never expires. Next and finish. So these are the two users that we have created, and so as we have created two users, Steve Smith and John Doe, in order to establish a communication between our Nagios server and Active Directory, we need to open the port 389, that is the LDAP port. So I need to go to instances and I will need to click on the Windows server. I need to select on security groups, and I need to edit the inbound rules and I need to add the rule that is custom TCP 389 and for all CIDR blocks, and you can add description as an optional one just like LDAP. After that you can just save the rules. Once it's done, let me go to the instances once again, and this is our Windows server. I need to go to details. Let me copy the private IPv4 address. Let me go to Nagios XI, select admin and LDAP and AD integration, add authentication server. Here DC or the distinguished name is learn to code 94 comma dc equals com. Suffix is at the rate learn to code 94.com. Here I need to add the domain controller's private IPv4 address, and the security we can keep it as none, and I can click on save server. Once it's done, and we have also enabled the port 389 so that we can establish a communication between our Nagios XI server and our AD server. Now let me click on manage users, add users from LDAP AD. I can just write administrator and I can give the password. So the password, let me open. Let me copy it. Let me paste it. Let me click on next. As you can see that it showing me the computers, domain controllers, key and users. Let me click on users. I can see my two user, John Doe and Steve Smith. Let me click on those both and I can click add selected users, and I can specify the email address such as maybe jdo at example learn to code 94.com maybe. and Smith. For preferences, I can select as is for timing. Let me click on save. For security settings, let me users and I give permission for first five. Core configure manager full and let me click on save. For Smith, do the same thing. Full CCM access. And let me click on import. So successfully added two users. If I go to manage users, I can see that JDO and Smith is already being added in our user section. Let me log out from Nagios admin and let me log in with JDO and as you can see I'm able to use login with the user JDO and I have need to agree the license agreement and submit. So as you can see, as a user, it doesn't have access to the admin section, and we have configured the user and establish a communication between Nagios XI and AD server. So that's a small thing in this video, and thanks for watching.